6-7. Welcome back, y'all. I know I have been gone for a minute. Coming back with another video, another talk to you guys. This is going to be more about numerology. And people who doesn't know anything about numerology is about basically understanding that the energies of numbers affect the people that's born under such. Like, let's say if you're born on the 1st of the month, and then let's say you add all your digits from your year to your day to your month all together, and that gives you another number. These two numbers, and it's more in depth, but these specific two numbers give you certain energies and certain vibes that correlate to certain personalities and certain experiences you have in life. So let's say the things it's something called a psychic number, the day you're born on. Let's say you're born on the 1st, you're born on the 2nd, you're born on the 3rd. That would be your psychic number, and that explores more of your psyche, the way you think, the way you act, the way you react, basically your personality. And then the numbers all added together. Let's say you're born in 2008, like 2008, right? And then you're born on this, let's say you're born March 8th, 2000. You add all those numbers together and it would come out to a number. And then you'll reduce that number to as such, you know what I'm saying? Let's say it comes out to 17. You would add that 17, 1 plus 7 would be 8. So you'd be 8. And 8, and that specific thing would be your life path number. So as for me, I'm born the 6th. I'm born 2006. March 6, 2000. Jesus. March 6, 2000. So I'm born on the 6th. So that 6 would be my psychic number. And then that all my numbers run up and adds up to 11. And with like double numbers like 11, 22, 33, they're master numbers, so they don't get reduced. It won't make me a life path 2. It will make me a life path 11. And I guess we bring more of an old soulish type of energy to the world, and there's a different type of path for us than a life path 2. Some people say it's no such thing as a life path 2. I really don't want to get into that, you know. But it happened to this video. This video is about the 6-7. It's about it's so corny, but it's really about the 6 and the 6 energy and the 7 energy in a relationship dynamic. The reason why I want to specifically talk about this is because I'm actually going through it. I always talk about shit that I go through. This is why sometimes I don't post, because like sometimes I have to go through certain things before I can actually explain it, you know? So with me, this person that I truly adore, I am born on the 6th, so I'm the 6th energy. And this can correlate to the life path numbers too. I think it's more personal. Sorry. I think it's more personal when it's like your psychic number, because it's how you think, it's how you get through your day-to-day life, you know what I'm saying? But the life path number definitely is important too, because that's the path you're going down. So these are the traits you're learning. These are the things you're becoming. So if that person is not on that, is not compatible with that certain thing, you know, then, you know, how would that work? Also, even you can even work with your incompatible people. It's learning how to know how to navigate them and knowing the differences and knowing how to really deal with the differences, you know. So with me, we're going to talk about the 6-7 relationship dynamic. Me being born on the 6th, and this person that I truly adore and truly love, because you know, people born the 6th, 15, 24th are we love deeply, we love instantly, we love unconditionally, we love sometimes to a default, you know, to the point that we lose ourselves. We can't stop thinking of a person. We always want to be around the person. We always want to adore the person. We always want to love on the person, nurture on the person, care for the person, suffocate the person, you know what I'm saying? And with the 7th dynamic, this person I truly adore is born on the 16th, which is a carbon debt number, but born the 16th, and when you put 1 plus 6 is 7. So it's the 7th dynamic, and 7s like to be alone. 7s can feel a lot, but don't know how to express it. This is just my personal experience. People say that 7s like deep conversations, which I do believe, but I also feel like 7s life path or born days, you know what I'm saying, they really don't know how to express the deepness of their mind, what's really going on in their mind. And they're here on a very spiritual journey. And sometimes the need of them being alone is very important, because they're not going to be able to really understand their thoughts, understand their feelings. I hate when people say 7s don't have feelings. They do have feelings. They're just more analytical. They're more what would be right side? Left side of I think, or just more logical on things that they think or how they feel or how they move in life. And you gotta understand, 7 is ruled by the entity or the energy of K2, because K2 is not really a planet, but it's ruled by the point of K2. And K2 is basically the dragon without the head. It don't have they don't have a hunger to really go and be close to people. And they're more of a spiritual, isolated type of energy. And for people like us who's born the 6th, we're the Venus energy. We're the energy that shows we connect with love, we connect with beauty, we connect with creativity, we connect to actually being consumed by the person that we want to be with the person every day. We want to text the person all the time. We want to call the person all the time, you know? And it's like, it's really annoying. It's really annoying when you're dealing with someone who's born in the 7th, 16th, 25th. This is like second person I'm dealing with 7 energy, so I know what I'm talking about. Like, they care about you. They care about you, but they don't know how to express it. They don't know how to even be consistent. And like, even when they're consistent, the energy is not consistent. Like, because, you know, 7s, it takes a lot of energy for 7s to communicate with people. It takes a lot of energy for them to communicate with people, get close to people, talk to people. It just takes a lot of literal physical energy to do that stuff for them. And sometimes we as 6s take their distance, or they're not texting, or their detachment as they don't love me. But 7s love in a very different way. They love by letting you be in their energy, by making a way for you to be around them. It might not be all the time, but they will make a way to come to you, or they want to come to you, or they want you to come to them. You know, they like you to be around their energy. They like to hang around you. They're not the best talkers. No. Kaboom. My iPad just fell. But they're not the best talkers. You know, you have to really get to know them more and more and more and more and more and more to get that talking out of them. But it's like, 7s are really here to really connect to the spiritual realm. And some of them don't even know they're here to do that. Some of them don't even know they're more logical in the beginning, you know. They're more analytical about shit in the beginning, until something comes and smacks their ass and make them be like, bitch, you gotta You gotta get spiritual now, because the shit ain't adding no more. They can't calculate it. They can't understand it. You know what I'm saying? They can't fucking break it down into a problem and fucking, you know, what sevens fucking do? Research. They can't research it no more. It's nothing to research. They have to go up. They gotta go inward. They have to go spiritual to understand what is going on in front of them. And with sixes, we're more material. And I'm not saying material like materialistic. We're more in the physical. We're more human love, not universal love like they're not, but we're more human love. We know how to connect to people on a physical level. We know how to love people and nurture people on a physical level. We know how to nurture people on a soulful level too, because Venus is about love anyways. So that love goes beyond just physical. We know how to touch someone to make them feel good. We know how to kiss someone to make them feel relaxed. We know how to say something that makes their heart melt and makes their mind at peace. But with sevens, that shit don't matter. Like, it does matter, because like sevens do sometimes have physical ailments sometimes. So you're nurturing love around them. They feel it, and sometimes it can be over consuming. Sometimes it can be too much for them, because it's like, whoa, like why are you in love so fast? Why are you going deep so fast? Why back up? You know, and they probably don't know how to really express it, you know, or express the love you feel back to them, you know. But it's not that they don't appreciate it. It's just that's not their love language. Their love language is really, I would say quality time, but I will also say their love language really comes from if you know how to let them be alone. Do you know how to let them be alone? Do you know how to let them have their space? Do you know how to just not text them and just let them text you first when they're ready to text, you know? Or do you know how to just relax and to say nothing and let them think and let them hear no noise? Let them relax. Because sevens really are mentally stimulated. And sometimes they're overly mentally stimulated to the point that they just need something to make their brain relax. And with sixes, it's just like, it's this, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a very intense bond between 6 and 7s. And I don't know if anybody else experienced, but this is my experience. I've seen like when you're a 6, or if you're a 7, I don't know. But in my personal experience, if you're a 6 and you look into the eyes of a 7, it's like they're analyzing you, but not in a judgmental way, but more of a like they can see your soul. Like they looking at you like this to see where you're hiding, because they're very skeptical. They're skeptical. They don't believe anything first sight. You can even ask them and be like, you believe what I'm saying? They could probably say, yeah, I do. But then you look at their eyes and it tells a different story. I'm very good in body language. But like I with this person, I would look into her eyes and just I could see what she really means about certain things. Like, do you believe me? Do you believe what I'm saying to you when I said I care about you, I love you, and yeah, I believe you. And you just look in the eyes like, you don't. Like, I gotta prove it to you for you to even believe it, which is okay, because sometimes, actually, bitch, that's how I feel about a lot of people. Like, bitch, you gotta prove me. You gotta show me some actions to show me you actually care. But 6s want that touch all the time, and 6s can be very sexual because it's Venus. You know, Venus is a very sexual planet. You know, it's the sensual, sexual side of touch. It's really that we express our love through touch. We express our love through quality time. But quality time that has quality. And what I mean by that is not just sex. It could be sex, but the sex is an expression of the love we feel inside. When we having sex, it's not just about, it's not like 5s who just having sex to have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's and just just to go with the moment. You know, it's really just being able to connect to that person on a physical level. You know, and 7s are really more mental. They're more pure. They don't express everything out, you know, but they care. And this is the signs that a 7 care. They don't mind you being in their personal space. 7s don't like people in their personal space. Definitely people they don't fucking like. Like, if they don't like you, they do not want you in a personal space. If they fuck with you, they will want you in a personal space. But when I mean by personal space, they will invite you to their house. Or if you ask to come over, they'll allow you to come over. You know, and with 6, it's easy for people to know that 6 love you, because they're gonna just say I love you, and they're gonna show you they love you, and they're gonna be there every day, and they're gonna be consistent, and they're gonna talk to you all the time, and they're gonna pull up to your house, or you're already invited to the family cookout. You know what I'm saying? You're already, like, you already know. I'm calling you. Hey, how you doing? What you doing? Hey, you good? How you been? Here's some food. We love giving food. We love cooking for someone. We love taking someone out. We love giving compliments because it's Venus. We love giving gifts. We love nurturing you in whatever way that you need it, you know. And sometimes 6s can be used, and you can have these cold ass 6s that don't want to love, and they use people for love, and they use people to get what they want. They manipulate people to get what they want so they can feel fulfilled. But really, those are the 6s that have been hurt in the past. Like, they was overly open, and they let the world take away their heart, which I can understand that, you know. I wasn't usy when my heart was closed, but it was like I didn't want to give too much, because if I give too much, where am I gonna get back? Because 6 is about balance too. We need balance in our life too. Like, if I give you love, you need to give me love. If I give you peace, why can't you give me peace? You know. That's a couple signs of how 6s work, and also how they love, you know. And we're beautiful, you know. But 7s, they have this energy of, like I said, they will let you in their personal space. And also they will let you into their problems. They will let you into the things they're going through, because 7s normally like to deal with shit alone. But like most of the time they deal with shit by themselves. They do not want help, because they feel like they're smart enough to figure the shit out, and they don't need your fucking opinion. So if they ask you for your opinion, they ask you, you know, hey, I have this certain problem, what should I do? 10 times out of 10, they actually care about you more deeper than they actually express, you know. But it's annoying. I know 6 is annoying. You're like, okay, why can't you just express your fucking love? I'm sending love songs and poetry and coming here no matter what, making sure you're okay, wanting to be around you. Why you can't do the same thing? I don't understand this shit. But it's not them. That's just who they are. 7s just like to be alone. They need to be alone to recharge. So if they text you every day, if they try to include you in their life somehow, or try to plan somehow, that's them actually caring about you. That's them actually loving you. That's them actually saying, you know what, you're very important in my life, and I don't want to lose you. You know? But 7s can live life without people. Should they? No. They need to learn how to communicate. But it's after they figure out who they are deep down on a spiritual level. It's when they figure out who they are deep down spiritually. And this is why I say 6s and 7s can have a deep connection. Because 6 brings that love, that nurture, that peace that 7 don't feel all the time. But also 7 brings truth and honesty and realness to the 6 that we don't always see all the time. Sometimes we're clouded by love, or our eyes, our vision is clouded by emotions and love and pleasure, you know. And 7s come in your face and just smack you. Hey, bro, what are you gonna do with the problems that is in your face instead of running away from it? What are you gonna do? Like, they bring certain truths to you that you don't want to deal with. My truth that I'm starting to see is that I'm a little codependent. Okay, a lot bit. A lot bit codependent, to the point that, like, I lose track of time thinking about what the other person's doing. I forget to do certain things that are very important that I need to do, because I'm worried about what the other person, why they're not texting me, or why this not happening, or why that happened. But the 7 teaches you how to heal codependency. Well, in my position, yes. But it could be different truths for every other person with 7-6 dynamic, you know. The 7 brings out wounds in the 6 that they have to heal. But also the 6 brings out pain in the 7 that they have to heal. It's a very growing relationship. And the reason why is because when you put 6 plus 7, you get 13. And then the 1 in the 13 is about identity, creativity, identity, creativity, ego. And then the 3 is about creativity, expansion, expression. But then you add that 1 plus 3 equals 4. So 4 is about building and hard work and growth. So every time the 6 and the 7 type of dynamic hits, it's basically making the person grow in their identity, in their creativity, in their expression, in their expansion of themselves, and exposing certain things that you need to grow out of. The 6 gives warmth, but the 7 gives truth and clarity. The 6 gives peace, but the 7 gives knowing and intuition. And intelligence. The 6 said, I love doing this and it makes me happy. And the 7 is like, okay, it makes you happy. That's good. And the 6 is like, that's it. No excitement, no emotion, no nothing. It's just, that makes you happy, that's good. But deep down, the 7 is happy for you. But they have a really calm and chilling demeanor. Like they're always, like it's a mysterious. K2 is very mysterious. It's like a mysterious vibe. Like you never know. You never know. I feel like you never know what a 7 is fucking thinking. You never know. That's why I say people with 6 energy, let's say it's in a birthday, whatever it is, your life path or your day you was born, they're good with 3s, 6s, and 9s. Because 3s, they're very expressive. What they want to say, they're gonna say it. But they're a little bit childish, you know. So you don't know if they're saying this true or they're just joking. So that's the you know. And then you got 6 and 6, which is perfect because they're literally both the same thing. They're gonna show you love, and I had that friendship before. So show you love, connection, consistency, talking, always there for you, care for you, no matter what. And then 9s, it gives you more of a you can be yourself, because the 9 is really just gonna mirror who you are. So if you don't like yourself, don't be with a 9, because they're just gonna mirror who the fuck you are, bro. So you better like yourself before you deal with that 9. You know what I'm saying? 7s are really good with 1s and 4s, because the 1's gonna give the 7 its independence to be alone, because the 1 likes being alone. A one loves being alone. They're their own one. Their ego, but pride. I won't say ego, but their pride makes them like to do shit alone anyway. So the one gonna go do his two-step over here anyways, and the seven can recharge and then come back when he wants. You know what I'm saying? And the one ain't gonna feel no right way about it because it's cool being alone anyways. And four it's about working. It's about building. It's about doing what it has to do. So the seven, you wanna go over there and do that? Hit me up when you're ready to come back, okay? And the four is probably over here working, doing some fucking project and business that they're working on. And if a seven comes in, the seven is gonna help them, guide them in a very intellectual way to make it smart work for the four. And the four loves someone who knows how to help them build something up. So it's perfect. Ones and sevens. One is building something too, but it's more of a prideful, egotistical way. So probably don't want to know what seven is trying to even give them, but it'll still take some of it and use it and be like, you know what? If they know how to undo their pride a little bit, they can be grateful for the seven energy. But with sixes and sevens, the six feel like it's never loved. And the seven feels like it's getting smothered. Smothered. It feels like it has to keep up. And then sometimes they get to the point that they get so dry. They get so dry. You know, to the point that it's not because they're trying to be distant or anything. It's just like, okay, I'm tired. You know, I'm physically tired. You know, I just need a break. I need a rest. I need some distance. I can't keep doing this every day. But the seven loves the six because the seven feels like I finally found a place I can call home. I feel at home with a six. I feel like I could trust a six. Even though I'm still skeptical of you, bitch. I don't know for real all the way. But you make me feel at peace, you make me feel relaxed. You know, and the six loves the seven because it feels like the seven is honest. After they get past that first part of feeling like you try to play with me, because sixes always feel like someone's trying to play them when they don't get the reciprocal type of energy that they feel like they deserve, which they do deserve. But you know, they have to learn how to let go with knowing the knowledge that what a seven is. They know that the seven is trying his best. You know, it's not making excuses. It's just being real. It's like, you're trying your best. You're literally trying your best. You know, and sixes know how to accommodate. They know how to move around. But sevens try. Now, if a seven don't like you, bro, they're not going to try to even keep the relationship. My experience with this specific person, I was going to cut this person off because I felt I wasn't getting the reciprocal love that I felt like I deserved. And this person did not want to be in a relationship with me, which hurt it because like I've already fell in love. Sixes fall in love very easily. Very fast, you know. Sevens don't. They don't, you know. But this person was like, what's wrong? What's going on? You know, not to go too deep in it, but the person decided to make me their best friend. And they did not want to lose this connection. Because sevens they know how to cut people off. But with sixes, sevens see that this person loves them. Seven sees that this person cares. And sevens care, but in a different way. They're not the most expressive way that sixes are, or even threes are. You know what I'm saying? Threes can express love very, or twos. Oh my God, twos are you know what I'm saying? Emotions everywhere, you know? So it's like when you learn that twos I mean, that's what sevens, they don't really know how to express themselves emotionally, because deep down they never really even wanted to tap into that. They can feel it, but expressing it is too much. It's too much. And sixes know how to naturally express their love. Unless they've been hurt, they cover themselves and they try not to. But your superpower, six, is to love unconditionally. Love yourself unconditionally. Know how to give yourself a respite. Know how to pull yourself back sometimes, because it's just, you need your own peace. You need your own identity. Don't lose yourself in everybody. But also, don't let people have the power to block your heart chakra, because your heart space is a 6 or 6 life path freaking superpower. Definitely people who's born on a 6, you're naturally born with an open heart chakra. And 7s are naturally born with an open third eye or crown chakra. They already know spiritual shit. They already intuitive. They already know when some stupid shit's happening. You can't hide shit from a 7. Nothing. Don't think you are. Don't think you is either. Because they know and they peep every fucking thing. So, sorry, I'm tired, y'all. My mouth kind of dry. Yeah, 30 minutes to see why. But like 6 and 7's love dynamic, 6, 7, love dynamic is so deep, because they give each other things that the other person don't have and kind of need in their life anyways. 7s care by showing you but not telling you. They're not the I love you, you're so beautiful, I can't get enough of you, you're amazing. They're the more of I like being around you. I like your energy. Come over, let's just vibe. But deep down, that's them showing that I love you, I care about you. And the 6s, they're more like, I want to be around you, I love you. They show you your emotions, their feelings and actions and all that. But the dynamic of this love connection, which it can be a very beautiful one at the end, is learning how to give 7 a space. And 6s learning how to give 7 a space, and 7s learning how to open up more. And stop hiding their feelings, and stop intellectualizing their feelings, instead of just expressing it, even if it feels weird. And 6s learning how to step back and let them, don't text them back immediately, let them get their space, let them breathe, let them think about, let them analyze things. Let them get their time to recharge and really feel shit, so they can actually say the things they need to say to you. 6 and 7s can have an awesome romance when they learn how to accept the differences and learn how to accommodate in a way that both feels loved. I know this video is all over the place, but I hope this video helped about the 6 and 7 love dynamics and numerology. And yeah, I love you guys. Peace.